Hello, welcome to another episode of Unsolicited Advice. Today we'll be talking about wickedness to spouse. So I am talking from my own perspective, which is wickedness have to do with someone that is not kind, things that is within your power or things that are within your power to do, and you are ignorantly or reluctantly not doing them. You just ignore them. Kindness to spouse is just like opposite of kindness to spouse. So this will work, we'll know how to combine the two together. That is what we'll be talking about today. Individually, one thing that people fail to understand is when there is unity and love, you end up achieving a common goal. If the home is together, there are so many battles that you overcome. Imagine that you and your husband are in good time. Where will the devil creep in from? Nowhere. There won't be side talks, you listening to side talks or your husband listening to side talks, as in there won't be third party if the home is together. It is not easy, but it is something that we will work towards. It is something that we have to agree. I am here to stay. Whatever is the deal, I am here to stay. Not when you walk into a relationship, from the beginning, you have started planning the end of that relationship. What do I mean by this? A lot of men and women, immediately they enter a relationship and you start offending them or you do something wrong, they will screenshot it, they will keep it. Some will even go as far as storing it in their emails or even keeping it, your voice notes, your chats in their iCloud because you have a plan. You already know that this will end someday. Marriage is supposed to be infinity. It is not something you should see the ending from the beginning. If marriage must end, let it be on toxicity base. It is now too toxic that everyone have to go. It shouldn't be something that you've already prepared yourself. Let me get ready for raining days. Do you know that some individuals are so bitter that they now sponsor people around all over social media to pull people out of their marriages? Yes, a lot. Some even have to term themselves different names. Why would you? You will just start hearing things like, buy land in your name. I did not say it's not good. Buy house in your name. This is unity. This is marriage. Why should I start buying things in my name without my husband knowing when he has done nothing wrong to me? There are steps your partner will take. You will know that, this person, let me reserve some truths from him, or let me reserve some secrets. Your wife may be good at in all aspects, but she's extravagant with money. Will you chase her away because of that? No. Only learn how to entrust her with money. How much should I be giving to this woman? How much should I give her? She will soon finish it. She will waste it. Definitely she would. And come back for more. But she's excellent in taking care of the kids. She's excellent as a wife. She's excellent in every other thing. Being extravagant with money is not enough reason for you to ask your partner to leave. My husband is too extra with money. Each time I tell him that I've received my salary, he will ask for it. And the next 2 weeks, the money is gone. What did he do with it? Nothing. Is it enough for you to pull out of the marriage? To me, no, it is not. If the person is good at every other thing, but extravagant with money, then know how you entrust money to that person. Know the level you entrust money with him. I don't think there is any problem in marriage that doesn't have a solution or people have not been through. A lot of people have been through so many things that when you start listening to their stories, you'll be like, wow, Should I still go into this thing? I see people on comment section saying, with the kind of things that are happening, I don't even know if I should still go and marry. I am scared. I am scared. I keep going under such comment. I'll say, marriage is sweet. It depends on your partner. Open your eyes. They say love is blind. But my sister, open your eyes. My brother, open your eyes. Why would you, as a human being, allow your own love to be blind? See all the errors you are supposed to see now. The red flags, point them out now. There are people that naturally cheating is a big deal for them, is a red flag for them. They can never in any way take it. Point it out now. In courtship, point it out. In relationship, point it out. There are people that their partner cannot smoke. No, smoking is a big deal for me. I can't deal with it. Let he or she know now. Do not lure anyone into marriage and deceiving them. Within few years of your relationship, you just change. Though change is constant and we're subjected to change at any time. Do you know that evil communication corrupts good manner? Do you know that you go as far as being influenced without knowing? All your friends are, all my friends are bad. But I can't be like them. All my friends are this and that, but I can't be like them. Within the space of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, there must be similarities of those attributes in your friends in you. Somehow, your your people, somehow the people you move around with influence you without you knowing. Seriously. Yes, they say an adult is this, an adult is that. They can only accept to be influenced. This is just natural. It is natural. You wouldn't know how it happened. When you hang around most times with bitter people, you will not know when you start being bitter. There are women that once their husband is coming back, they will rush and take their shower and go into their room. They don't want to set their eyes on the man. There are men that don't return home until the 12 a.m., 1 a.m. because they don't want to meet their wife awake. They want her to go to bed before they come back. Now, this is no longer God's initial plan for marriage. You have deviated. You are now on your own, practicing what I don't know. So don't, because of what you are going through or what you are practicing in your home, you will now come over social media or they will ask you to advise the younger ones that are about to go into marriage. You start saying all manner of things from your mouth. If I had known what I know now, I would have made a lot of money before going into marriage. If I had known what I know now, I would have gone to abroad before going into marriage. If I had known what I know now, the list is endless. If you used to have one enemy from your father's house, immediately you marry, you are dealing with 5 enemies. Ask me how, and I will explain. From your own side, your father's side, one. From your mother's side that did not know that this person will amount to anything. Eh? She's now old enough, or he's now old enough to get married. Two, your spouse father side, your spouse mother side. Four, then your friends. Five. Imagine one. You were fighting just one, and your life was not balanced. You were still shaking like a gamma lizard. Imagine when you are being faced with five. This is something you have to work together to achieve. That is combined force. That is what we do in marriage. Yes, the Bible said that the husband is the head of the house. It is natural. It is a position that has been ordained, kept for the man. Madam, you are the neck. Can the head exist without the neck? In fact, it's the neck that connects the head to the body. The neck is the one that turns the head. to any direction. Do you know that you indirectly control your husband with your character? If you are a good woman, there is nothing, there is nothing your husband will do without telling you. And you will be like, no, 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 no. Let's do it this way. No, 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 no. Let's do it this way. Are you not controlling him? That is why you are the neck. You move him around. But whereby you do what you like, he does what he likes, the head is saying something else, the neck is saying something else, the body itself will suffer. When it comes to separated families or divorced families, the people that suffer most are the children. Do you know the trauma they go through, especially when you have those that are a bit matured, like from 10 years, all those things, they already know father and mother was existing in their life. All of a sudden, no more father or no more mother. If the home is together, the children will be well raised. Think the caliber of children we have these days. Most times on the internet, I will be like, do these people have family? As in, is there anybody related to these people? Even if they are not their immediate family members, they are village people. When I see most of them misbehaving on social media, I'll be like, is there anybody that can come out and identify these people? I know her. She's from my village. I wonder if they are actually human beings. The kind of things people do on social media, especially since Facebook started paying, Nigeria became aware that Facebook pays, that content creation pays. A lot of things have gone wrong. If one parent can raise a child that will be morally okay 50%, imagine what two parents can do. If you combine force together, you achieve a certain goal. There are characters you should not exhibit in front of your children, like smoking. There are more immoralities you shouldn't do in the presence of your kids. There are things you should not say. Children of these days are very, very smart. They are very, very smart. 10 years old, 5 years old, 5 years old will tell you everything that happened from morning till night. Their brain is being set up by what they hear and what they see. You have to be careful of what you say. Be careful of the phone calls you answer in the presence of your children. Be careful of where you take them to. You want a child that will represent you well in the society tomorrow, a child you will be proud of. Then you have to be conscious of what you do. Be morally conscious. By having misunderstanding with your spouse, you have room. Go inside. Talk about it. Of the reasons you should marry someone is love, how kind that person is. Do not take kindness for granted. A lot of men and women out there do not have that word kindness. One of the goals you should look out to when you want to get married, look for a kind partner. A kind partner is the only thing that will keep your marriage going when you are at your lowest. There are times that your head will be filled up. You'll be like, what am I doing here? It is natural in marriage. There are times you fall out and fall in. There are times you fall out of love. You'll be like, what am I doing here? You'll be regretting. It does not happen to everyone, but it happens to most people. The only thing that keeps you going is kind partners, because the two cannot be mad at the same time. Kind partner will be like, ah, my partner is at his lowest or my partner is at her lowest. I have to like come in, talk to her, talk to him, talk him out of whatever he's going through. It is only love that binds marriage together. It is love that binds marriage together. Money can bring you together, but it will not bind you together, because when the money is no longer there, those that came in because of money may leave. Love is one of the longest thing that will keep you in marriage. As you are showing kindness to your partner, your children are watching. The best thing a man or a father can do for his children is to love their mother. Why growing up, there is no child that wants to come from a broken home. Every child wants, when you are asked in school, your father, your mother, they'll say, they are this, they are at home, they are together. No child wants to say, my father is married to another woman, my mother is married to another man. This the trauma those children will go through, they may end up not liking the both partners, to be sincere. As you are making wrong decisions in your life, in your marriage, your children are watching. The one of the greatest sin you should never practice is talking down on your partner before your children. Never practice this. Yes, he must have done something, and you're saying it before the kids. They are watching. The children's mentality, their brain is being developed by what they hear and what they see around them. The ones you teach them, sit them down to teach them. Forget that we are now handing over our children to schools to take care of. Do you know that what schools contribute to the life of our children is just like 20 to 40%? Children that are morally behaved, a lot, I did not say all, watch the way their father and their mother live. They live together in peace and harmony. Because this child will be like, I don't want to bring shame to my family. My mother trusts me. My father will just have BP if he hears that I did such thing. I did not mean those that over pamper their children. You don't correct them when they are wrong. That is not what I mean. What I am saying, you want to show or teach your children morals. Let it start from you. You have to behave morally. You and your partner have to practice how to talk. In fact, you have to know how to talk, what to argue, what to talk about in the presence of your children. Not saying all sort of rubbish. Transparency is one of the highest key in marriage, because as soon as your spouse becomes insecure, the marriage will be like start shaking. Trust. Do not take anyone's trust for granted, especially in marriages. 1 minute to destroy trust of more than 10 years. It will take almost eternity to rebuild it. Do you know that a lot of marriages are under attack? A lot. If you don't know your marriage is under attack, I am here to inform you that your union is under attack. There are people that has been paid out there on social medias, creating groups, WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, Instagram groups, just to talk down on marriages, to let you know that good marriages do not exist, to let you know that good spouses are no longer there, to let you know that every woman cheats, to let you know that every man is polygamous in nature. You now sink it into your head without knowing. Forget in comment section you are writing, I will marry once and marry right. That thing has entered into you and it is bearing children. It is just waiting for time to spring forth. Should there be any reason you go into marriage and your spouse does something unknowingly, you'll be like, all of them are the same. All of them are the same. They said it. It was said. Who said it? You are telling me you are not influenced. Why is it that what they say is now happening to you? You have it in mind. You know, you believe that no marriage will succeed in 2025. You believe that there is no more good spouse out there. You end up getting what you want because it is what you desire. You know that they are no longer good ones. Once there is kindness, there is love in union, they set a goal and focus on it. Like the year just begin, if you and your spouse are in love, you would have sat down beginning of this year, reflect back to last year. What did we even achieve? Thank God we were able to achieve this or that. This year, this is our goal. I want to do this. I want us to be mindful not to personalize things in marriage. Like when a child is good, you'll be like, ah, I know this child took after me. When the child is bad, you say, this your child. This your child, the way he or she is behaving these days. Understand your duty in a family and focus on it. Don't lose focus at all. Understand your position. I am a father in this family. Focus on it. Work as a father. Do your fatherly duty. You should not be reminded. You should not be told. You want respect. You want submission. You don't ask for it. You earn them. Your character earns you respect. Your behavior in your family. Mind you, there's no place that there is see finish like in marriage. Both your children will see you finish. But your character will warrant, daddy is coming, set everywhere. You know he doesn't like dirty environment. Mommy is coming, mommy is coming. Have you washed those dishes? Let them be conscious that let your arrival be announced. Your presence be felt. If your presence is not felt, my dear, you're absent. Nobody go notice you. Be focused. As a mother, teach your children. There are things that we, the mother, are supposed to be the ones to teach the children. We don't expect the fathers to do it. I did not say that the fathers cannot do it, but there are things that naturally we, the mothers, that will teach the children. Teach your children those things, especially the domestic things like cooking, cleaning, sweeping, a lot of things. Teach your children and do not differentiate. Make it a gender something. Maybe, the girls should learn how to cook. My dear, teach your children how to cook, both male and female. That child you are sparing from teaching how to cook end up getting married to someone else's daughter. That person, I should not be busy training my own children, and you are not doing that to yours. At the end of the day, my son or my daughter will end up with your untrained child. Please, let's do our best. Then fathers, know your duty. Children, know your duty as well. Did you know that a lot of children, their family failed them? I actually saw something on Instagram. They said the youngest prisoner, 8 years old, that he put the sister in microwave to roast to death. And when I went through the comment section, I say, wow, people are coming back to their senses. The whole comment section was saying, where are their parents? Where was the parent? Was the mother? Where was the father? Are they in jail as well? A child of 8 years old took the younger sister. Probably for this to happen, the parents were not around. So you entrusted a child to another child to watch over. Know your duty. For the fact that your 8 years old child can now cook, please do not allow them to cook without supervision. There are circumstances they will be faced with, they will not know what to do. Know your duty. As a mother, know your duty. As a father, no matter your job, no matter your job specifications, there are consequences to every action. Whatever training you give your children today will warrant how they will represent you in future or who they will be in future. Some of you will say, orphans who train them. A lot of children you see all over social media misbehaving is their family that failed them, their father and their mother. They failed them. A lot of ladies think that to hold a man down, you just get pregnant. You don't just get pregnant because you are a woman. You don't just impregnate a lady because you can produce sperm. Be ready for it. Once you have a child, you have to be accountable. There are things that will happen to your child. Government will arrest you. There are things that will happen to your children. Is it because we are in this part of the world? Be accountable. Till the age of 18, even at the age of 18, there are things your children should not be seen doing. Once they are doing it, I will blame the father and the mother. You did not train your children well. I shouldn't sugarcoat anything. You did not. I know you will not force them, but at that age, they are still with you. At that tender age, force them to do the right thing. Teach them. Tell them why. Show them examples of those who ended up doing the wrong thing where they belong. And also show them those that did the right thing. When you come to families, especially mothers, we are fond of doing this. You have favorite child. Are you not the one that bear these children? How can you have a favorite child? Do you know that you end up creating enmity between siblings? You end up creating enmities up and down. Why? The same children you birth each after 9 months, you now have a favorite child. What happened to the other one? The same work you put in making this one to be morally okay, making this one to be calm, making this one to be homely. Why can't you put the same work? Don't you know that you'll be held accountable for anything your child does? You're showing your son that you love your daughter more than him. That son will end up failing you. Some of them will succeed, but you will cry blood to identify with him. Please, don't do that. No matter the consequences, the circumstances you must have passed through when bearing this child, or probably you had this child for someone and the person abandoned you on this thing. Never. A child is a child. He never begged you to come to this world. You brought that child into this world without his or her own knowledge. All of a sudden, you start hitting on the child. For what? You now have a favorite child. May our favorite children not fail us. Remove your eyes from irrelevant trends. All this irrelevant trend, especially with the women, to be sincere, all this irrelevant trend all over social media. I like good things. You like good things as well. But there are irrelevant trends that is just going around looking as if everyone is leaving their marriages for no reason. Men, focus on realities of life. Leave irrelevant things. You want to go back to being a young boy because you cannot afford drink of 1 million naira, but then you didn't have the money. So you want to go back to being a boy by going to club to explore. Since you know you weren't ready, why did you go into marriage? Don't you know that marriage demands for transparency? You can't just wake up as you wish and go out like before. You are now living with someone. If that woman you are living with means something to you, she should know your whereabouts at least. Know the people you hang out with. Know whom and who you are going to see. Know what and where you are involved in. Same goes to us women. If that man that you are married to means anything to you or have ever meant anything to you, he should be able to give account that no, today is Friday. By this time, my wife should be in weekend programs in the church. This is Monday. By this time, my wife should be on school runs. Not when you're supposed to be in Abeokuta. They will now call your husband that somebody had an accident in Ibadan and we saw this phone in her bag. What? Tell your wife that I'm going for a friend's birthday in mainland. You end up lodging close to your house. It's that woman, that woman you are with, if she dies in that hotel room, they will hold you responsible. Will shame allow you to call your wife? You told your husband that you are going to your family house. The family house is in Ikorodu. They called your husband that somebody got drowned on one beach in Lekki. Behold, is you. May God help us. Being kind to your partner. Kindness. Let it be a way of life. It shouldn't be something that your partner have to ask for. It should be your it should be a way of life. This is how you live your life. Let people describe you as this man a very kind man. People should be able to, people that don't even have any relationship with you, your neighbors should be able to describe you. This woman a very kind woman. Let's say you brought in someone into your house, maybe a nanny or a visitor, and something happens. Let people be able to speak for you. These couples are not like this. Something must have happened. Not, that woman, we know her. We know her. Now, so she be. Very wicked person. That man, if he start beating his wife here, we know him. So why won't he also beat the nanny? People should be able to testify in your absence how kind you are. It should be a way of life, something you have decided between you and God that this is how I want to live my life. This is how I want to be. It should sink into your heart, into your blood. How can you be wicked to someone that you eat, wine, and dine with, your spouse? You are wicked to your children. You shouldn't be that dad that once you are coming back, it's already 6 o'clock, your father will soon be back. Everybody will be rushing to go into the house, into the room. They don't want to see you. You shouldn't be that dad that once you are coming, everybody is conscious of what they are doing. You shouldn't be that mom that once you are coming back, everybody is bittered. This troublesome woman is coming back. This woman again. Oh God, my mommy is coming again. Even your children are tired of you. Who won't manage you? The earlier you work on yourself, the better. As you are going into marriage, let it sink into your thick skull that it is for better, for worse. I am here to stay, and stay, I must stay. I am not here on a short term. If I am here on a short time, I must have graduated. I know how many years I am now. I am here to stay forever. I am not going nowhere. When it becomes toxic, till then, with new me, with what I know now, it can never be. It can never. I have come to an end of this particular episode. Have a lovely week. I remain your favorite host, Big Kitchen. Follow me on all social media platforms. Love you all.